Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who purchased a love reading from me. And I'm really excited because this person said that I could put their reading as public to help anyone else who happens to come across this reading. So if you come across this reading and it's not your personal reading, then stay tuned because maybe some of the information in this reading will help you as well. Go ahead and take whatever resonates, but remember, this is a reading for a specific person. This is also an example of what a love reading with me is like. So if you're interested, head over to my website, promisedharmony.com/services to purchase a reading. And I actually have a lot of spots open right now. I just have a couple people left on my list of recent purchases, and I'm making my way through a lot of them. I did like 6 or 7 today. This is my last one, getting ready to sign off for the night. But I just want to thank you so much for watching this and to the person that purchased this. So let's get started. So this person has moved to the US a couple months ago, and they are going to school for visual arts, which is really exciting, going into the artistic industry. But they have love questions. They're saying they've had trouble in love. You know, they're really into tarot, they're into meditation. This person has a very vibrant energy. They've cleared a lot away from the past. They've cut cords. Like, they're feeling great, you know? It's not like they have anything that's really bogging them down or any blockages. And so they're wondering, why am I not connecting with anyone? What's going on here? And so let's go ahead and pull you some cards and just see what's up. I do feel the clarity in your energy and the brightness in your aura and the peace you found. I personally think it's a matter of timing. If you think about it, if you met the love of your life before you moved to the US, it probably would have made it more difficult for you to move and to be able to make that big leap of faith. So maybe part of the reason why you didn't meet anybody and you've had trouble in love leading you up to this point in your life is because maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe you were supposed to go through this time of being single so that you could focus on your studies and on your path and be able to make that leap of faith and move to the US. Now that you're in alignment with your dreams and your mission, you're in this new place and you're like excited. I mean, this is a really great, fresh, new energy. I feel like it's possible you'll meet someone, maybe even someone at your school. So let's just go ahead and do real quick past, present, future with your love life, and then we'll pull some more cards about this, okay? So the past with your love life. Present. The future. There's definitely a relationship coming in. It's so funny too. I have so many people that will come to me telling me like they're frustrated because they've been single so long and they feel like they've hit rock bottom and they're just like they can't take it anymore. And I will pull cards for them, and not all the time, but a lot of the times I'll see somebody coming in a couple months or a couple weeks from when they, send me this reading. And I'm just like, this is so funny because usually I always tell people the rainbow comes after the storm. Like, it always, like, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Sometimes right when you feel like giving up is like right when the energy shifts. Because what happens is that peak in the energy leads you to surrender. It leads you to just be like, I give up, or like, I can't anymore. And sometimes that's what you have to do, is like not resist what is, just let it go to make space for the universe to come and do its work. And so I kind of feel like that's where you're at right now. So this is saying it was meant to be. Kind of like I suspected that you weren't really having anything like moving forward in your love life. There was a lot of change that needed to happen. You had some healing that you were going through related to like your early family life, some stuff that happened in childhood. you were led to the spiritual path, and oftentimes when you first get on that path, it is kind of isolating, and it does kind of cause you to be on your own. And I call this like the dark night of the soul, or like the path of the hermit. Like you're on this path kind of isolated, just figuring out what you want, working on yourself. And later you kind of emerge past that to another stage in spiritual awakening where you're actually more open and you're connecting with people from your soul family, and you're getting out there and you're really slaying your goals and you're just walking your path. And so I feel like this is the past, but like you kind of headed out of that. But still, you flirted with people, you connected with people, you had a couple of short-lived relationships or like pseudo kind of relationships, but ultimately none of these lasted because you felt like you had to respect yourself. You felt like something's off here, or something's toxic, or they don't want to be official with me, and I really want to have a real connection and love here, and they're not willing to like commit, or there was a lot of that going on in your past. And so I do see that you knew you had to respect yourself, and that you couldn't give your heart to people that weren't willing to like meet you halfway or meet you in the middle, you know? And so the relationship wasn't like, it's kind of more of a biblical term, but like wasn't equally yoked, you know what I mean? It wasn't like you guys were on the same page with what you wanted and your expectations. And so eventually you just kind of had to accept being single for a while. But because of that, you didn't have any attachments, and you were able to have a really clear mind about moving and going somewhere and having a new education and having a new life and going to a completely different country. And that is so exciting, and I'm so happy for you. And I see just a lot of fun on your path. And so I've worked with people before who are struggling because they really want to go to their dream school, or they really want to move somewhere far, but they're with someone and that person doesn't want to go. And so they're like, should I choose my heart, and should I go where my heart's leading me, or should I stay with this person? And so that can put you in a really tough position. And I feel like it sucked that you were single for a while, and having trouble in love, but it did actually help you to be able to really follow your heart, okay? So now in the present, this is what I was talking about with the brightness of your aura and your heart completely open. And here's the card of the sun. It's also the number 19, which I think is really cool for 2019. The horse here stands for travel and relocation. I pulled the horse card so many times before I ended up moving the last time. It's so funny. And so I think this card is just so perfect for you right now, because it really does illustrate how like you're feeling open to this new experience, and you want to open your heart to love, and you're thinking like, maybe this is where I'm going to meet my true love. Like, I'm here, I'm settled for a while, I know what I want, I'm walking my path, I'm in school for something I love, maybe this is it. And so yeah, I actually do see a soulmate coming onto your path, and like bright new energy and a connection and like an instant recognition with someone. And it might even be soon, like maybe you've started school already recently, or you're just about to, and I see you instantly recognizing this person. It might take a little while for this to get off the ground, because I see it kind of starts in like a childish way with just like a little bit of flirting and fun and playfulness, and then eventually the relationship moves outside of school and you guys start officially dating. This is saying let go of anyone from your past. There might be someone you're thinking about from back home, but I feel like it's more of a codependent relationship. It's more someone that your heart just feels attached to because you haven't had anybody new come into your life, your love life, in a long time. And so it's normal to just think about what you've known, like an ex or someone from the past. This is saying your soulmate, it's not someone from the past, it's somebody completely new. So as far as the future, this is talking about your love life ascending to a higher level of commitment. I also see you making a romantic gesture, like telling someone how you feel about them, opening your heart up to somebody new, and being open to give relationships a chance. Now, there's a little bit of grief connected to this situation, so I just kind of want to see what's going on here. I think it's a process. Maybe there might be a couple people on your mind. There's options. I feel like you will recognize your soulmate instantly, but I'm getting this message about like two people. because it's 2, 2, 2. Not all of these cards have two people on them. I mean, it's a love deck. There's two people connecting on a lot of the cards, but the fact that we see 2, 2, 2 right here, and then this kind of cloudy energy, I think you're going to meet one person who is going to be like kind of more of like the brooding artist type and a little bit more depressed. And so you feel like you should follow your heart and connect with that person, but eventually it doesn't really go anywhere, and it kind of does cause you to grieve a little bit and kind of think, oh, maybe this isn't going to work out. But there is actually another person. So there's two people. One of them, I don't know if it's going to work out. The second person, it will. It's like a process with you connecting with this person. So just keep your awareness in your heart about who you really feel like you can trust and who you really feel like you can be yourself with and you can be honest with. There might be like one person who's coming in that's more of like a karmic connection or like a learning experience, or you might have a crush on them, but then realize once you get to know them better that your perception of them isn't really what you thought, and maybe they won't be a good match. But have hope, because there is somebody coming in. There will be an actual relationship. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. There will be romantic gestures that are made. You're going to want to give this relationship a chance. And so I feel like your love life is actually about to get quite busy. Like I said, I don't just see one person. I see, I don't know, like a couple people hitting on you and a couple dates. And I think it's a process, but you'll figure out who this true soulmate is, and you'll know in your heart that it's safe to connect with this person. So next, let's just go ahead and see who the soulmate is and what's going on with this person. So who is this person? Okay, so you're gonna make some new friends for sure, and I feel like that should be your first priority. Obviously, you want to like figure this whole love thing out, and you're so excited you're in a new place, and you just know like the energy's shifted in your love life. But make sure that you spend some time to make some new friends, and you will make a lot of friends, a lot of really good girlfriends, and they'll help you through the situation. They'll help you realize like who you're really having chemistry with and who you're not. And this is something my friends have helped me with my whole life when it comes to dating. Just, you know, sometimes your friends that are in school with you and they see this person, or you guys all go out on like a group date or like hanging out, they can see how you interact with someone, they can feel the vibes, and they can tell you like, I don't know, like, or the way that you talk about someone, sometimes they can tell like, you know what, you don't really seem like you're that interested in this person, or it kind of seems like you're just not that into him, so maybe you should find someone you really feel excited about. Or they can tell you, wow, that doesn't sound right, this person doesn't seem like they're treating you right, or whatever. Like, find some friends you can trust, surround yourself with them. Always take other people's opinions with a grain of salt, even mine. Trust your heart always, but sometimes people around you and really good friends can help you figure out if there's like an unrequited love situation, or if you're truly having chemistry with someone or not. Because I feel like this new person that's coming in, everyone's gonna be asking you like, what's going on with you and so, like there's like a vibe there, and you guys will be flirting with each other. It's gonna be obvious, like everyone's gonna know. I do feel like this is somebody at your school, another artist, which is nice because now that you're going to school for something you really love, you have the chance to meet more people who have similar interests and passions that you do. So what's funny is this is you standing on a bank. You've planted a seed, like you told the universe what you want. You're trying to manifest true love, and you're looking across here at this island, and you're like, how am I gonna get there? Am I gonna row across? Am I gonna walk across? Am I gonna swim across? And the answer in this case is like to wait until this flood goes down and then you can walk across. So this is a card that's talking about timing, letting things like have the time to grow. Like when like a little chick a hen lays an egg or whatever, you don't crack the egg and try to force the chicken to come out. It has to come out in its own time when it's ready, and so it'll be that cute little chick. This is talking about abundance. It's like the Taurus symbol, so it's about like sensuality and connection and dating and romance. And these herons here stand for marriage, and they usually stand for patience, but they're like flying, and so it's like this freedom and like everything happens in the right timing kind of symbol. And of course the full moon has to do with manifestation, dreams coming true, our deeper desires and stuff like that. So this is just a good message that you know what you want. This is coming. It's going to be delivered to you in the right timing. Get out there, flirt, make some good friends. And yeah, this is also a message for now that your healing cycle is completed and it's time to just get out there and be very social. You're having a rebirth. And so as far as the spiritual work goes, if you're being guided to, continue to meditate, etc. But I really feel like this is a year where you're going to be living your life more in the 3D. Sometimes for some people I tell them, like, you need to be meditating, you need to spend time on your own, you need to get a therapist, you need to do some Reiki, get some crystals, go to some spiritual workshops, like get some books, but then sometimes I tell people, you're doing too much of that. You need to get out of your head. You need to stop praying. You've already prayed enough. The universe knows what you want. Like, you need to trust. You need to get grounded. You need to live your life. You need to go out. You need to have fun. You need to make friends. You need to live the human life. Don't forget that you're human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Well, we are meant to have the human experience. So it's all about balance with spirituality. Have you ever met somebody who's like super spiritual and you're like, why can't I just have a regular conversation with you? That was me when I was going through my spiritual awakening. I was like super spiritual, but I learned there's a time and a place, and sometimes in your life you just got to be grounded. Some days you just need to wake up and be. It's good to have a little routine, or to say your gratitude before you go to sleep, or do your little rituals on the full moon and new moon and stuff like that. And there's some times in your life where you're healing and you need to really focus spiritually, and you need to really be focused and thinking about that. But I feel like there's a message coming through that's telling you, don't ask anymore, don't pray anymore. I mean, if you really want to say your gratitude, awesome, but like, trust that this is going to be delivered to you. Live your life, be in the moment, like practice all the new things that you've learned, like put all of your studies and into practice and live your life and like have that human experience and go forward without guilt and be young and be you and live. You know, that's what you're here to do. And so I'm getting a strong message for you about that. So next, let's go ahead and just see like the effect that this person's going to have on your life. So what effect is this soulmate that you're going to meet, the one that you end up in a relationship with, what effect are they going to have on your life? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So this is literally the love card, the Ace of Hearts. And so I feel like it's another confirmation that yes, this person is coming in your life, definitely this year. And this card actually marks the beginning of the flow of love into your life. And it says this person's gonna help you learn how to accept and to receive on a new level. They're gonna bring a lot of joy into your life. Your health will be increased. You're gonna feel a lot happier. You're gonna have these types of energies offered to you through the energy that you have connecting with this person. And it's gonna allow you to feel a little bit more positive about your life. There are benefits to these types of emotions that you feel. And so it's gonna be a new love. It's gonna be very exciting. It's gonna make you feel joyful. It's gonna come about in like a surprising way. It is kind of a surprise how this all works out. This love will be unconditional. I don't feel like the toxic vibe around this relationship. I feel like genuine connection. Also, it's going to be a crossroads. I really feel like this person's going to inspire you. I feel like you guys hang out and do your schoolwork together, and so they have a lot of input on some of your projects, and so they have a good input though. They give their opinion, and I feel like it really helps your art to grow. And so this is really like a partnership with this person. This is really like a beautiful relationship, someone who's going to have a big input in how you see yourself and how you see your artwork. And it's awesome that you have someone you can connect with in that way. So that's going to be great. This is talking about them helping you to feel very creative, very inspired, very passionate. They're very spontaneous. They invigorate you with life. And so it's a very fun, exciting relationship. So let's just pull any cards you need to know. Anything else you need to know about your love life? Embrace your weirdness. The right kind of person, the person that's going to be best for you, like your true soulmate, is going to think all the like weird things about you are like the coolest. If you are like the kind of person who overshares and you like to talk a lot and you're into spirituality and you're artistic and you're passionate and you say your feelings, you wear your heart on your sleeve or whatever, if you're like that, then your soulmate is going to dig it. They're going to think like, that's awesome. They might be like a little bit like that themselves. They're gonna accept that. If you're quiet or you're introverted or you like to take things really slow or you like to show your affection through like little gifts and like writing notes or like whatever it is, like they will appreciate that. Like however you are, like your tics, your mannerisms, the way that you look, the way that you walk, the way that you speak, the things that you're into, the things you like to talk about. Your true soulmate will love that about you and won't judge you about anything that you're interested in or your beliefs or the way that you are. And so don't feel like you have to hide yourself. Don't feel like you have to change yourself for anyone. Your true soulmate will accept you. And if you have to worry or you feel like you're like chasing them away by being who you are, then let them run, you know? I also feel like the universe is saying just keep working towards your goals and this person will come in your life. The biggest love advice I give on my channel is always like, if you don't know what your passions are, you don't know what your talents are, you're not sure where you're going in life, but you're really focused on trying to attract a relationship, don't focus on trying to attract a relationship. That's like a backwards way to do it, because the more that you figure out what you want, the more that you're doing your passions, the more that you are creating fun and joy and peace in your life and contentment, like the better the vibe that surrounds you, and that vibe will automatically attract people that are meant for you onto your path. And so, sometimes we look for relationships as a way to escape from the fact that like we don't know what we want to do or we haven't figured stuff out yet. And sometimes that's not the best time to be in a relationship. Sometimes it's better to just take that energy and that space in your life and focus on you, and you'll attract better relationships that way. And so just keep working on your goals. That's what you've been doing. And you might feel like you haven't been putting any effort into your love life, but in reality you have, by working on yourself and all the work you've done inside of yourself. You've done a great job. The angels are watching over the situation. They know how much you really want to attract this, and it's important. Your dreams and your wishes and everything that you desire in love is important, and it matters. And you don't have to feel weird about it or bad that like, oh, I want to love someone. I want to be in a relationship. That's okay. That's part of the reason why we're here on this earth. And then this is just saying you're on this path right now where you're moving forward, like you're doing what you've dreamed. Like you should be very proud of yourself and celebrate where you're at. Of course, you still have a lot of work ahead of you. It's a brand new path, but just the fact that you made it there, you came all the way from Brazil to America, and you know what you want to do. You want to do the visual arts. Like that is so incredible. You made it. You have an incredible opportunity, and you're going to do absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for your support. I hope that this reading helped, and anyone else who saw it, I hope that it helped you too. If it helped you or you want to leave a comment below, definitely go ahead and do so. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time to my channel. And once again, if you would like a reading that's on your love life or your specific situation, head to promiseharmony.com/services. I always recommend that you start off with a basic reading just to kind of see if you're vibing with me and my services. The basic reading starts off at $33, and this was actually a basic reading, so it'll be similar to this. Thank you for your support. I'll see you later. Peace out.